do anything stupid now.
How scary.
This is the end of the jump for me.
I didn't think it was going to be that quick.
We have to say goodbye, Melinda. That hurts the neck.
Oh! Oh, she's clipped that second gate. Oh, no!
Now it's the final, and just 4 remain.
It's the final. Now we've really got to fly.
I've come this far, and I'm not going to stop now.
5 times Olympic gold medalist, but I want the jump trophy.
It's been the most grueling month of my life. It all comes down to this.
And tonight, they face their toughest challenge yet. It's fast.
There's going to be carnage out there.
It's furious.
Oh. This is a fight.
It's ski cross.
This is it. This is the biggest event.
And it's every man for himself.
And his body barges me. They'll know about it.
Who will soar to victory and be crowned champion of the jump?
With our mouths wide open as 14 daredevil celebrities took on the world's most punishing winter sports. We've had bruises, we've had breaks, we've had serious investigative journalists dressed in pink. Last night, we said goodbye to Anthea and Richie, which means we have our finalists. And tonight, they're going to battle it out one last time, all hoping to be crowned champion of the Jump 2014. Now, one of them will leave tonight with the cheers of an adoring crowd ringing in their ears and our magnificent cowbell trophy ringing in their car boot, just like that. And, of course, the final wouldn't be complete without the most terrifying elimination on TV, the Jump. The K15 remains locked down, so now there are just the 2 larger jumps to choose from. We've got the K24, and, of course, there is that whopping K40. Piece of cake. And I can tell you, one of our finalists has actually gone off the K40 in training. Yeah. So now, as we know, each night our celebrities have taken on a different winter sport. And tonight, we have basically saved the toughest till last. So, what will they face in pursuit of the cowbell? Here to tell us is performance director Graham Bell. That'll be him now.
Ski cross is an action-packed adrenaline sport. 4 guys on a track. Now it's time to race head-to-head. A ski cross course is full of a whole load of different features. Massive jumps, big banked corners called berms, sets of rollers, off-angle jumps, Wu-tangs, which fly you up vertically in the air, and then a huge kicker at the finish. Ski cross is no holds barred. You need lightning fast reactions. Put 3 other people who are trying to barge you, push you, and it ramps up the fear level a whole different notch altogether. You can't see what's going on behind, but you know that they're coming at you. When you're passing someone, you've got to look for that gap, cut them up, and basically just be really nasty. Do the kind of skiing moves that you would never, ever get away with on a piste. You need to make a move, and make a move fast. Things that can go wrong. You could run too wide in the corner, get thrown out over a berm, crash. You could fly too far off a jump and crash. You could catch an edge and crash. The list is as long as your arm. That adds to the excitement, but it also ramps up the danger level enormously. There will be a few dirty tricks, and there will be some collisions. It will be a very, very exciting race.
ski cross. Sort of not a strong enough word, really, gruelling. But anyway, they will all ski and they might end up cross. Let's have a look at how they did in training.
This is it. This is the ultimate event. You know, it's the biggest one.
You're not going to be able to just sort of go at your own pace and find your own way. This is a fight.
There's going to be carnage out there. That's a dangerous, hard course.
You're going to have people behind you. And if you stop, bang. So once I start on that, I ain't stopping.
The last time I took jumps like this was in Hemel Hempstead. It didn't end well. Oh, good. I'm the one person nobody wants anywhere near them. I am a health hazard.
Slasher McIntyre.
Oh, yeah, I'm a liability.
Anybody barges me, they'll know about it.
He's still in it. He hasn't injured himself out.
Takes a lot more than a bit of soft snow to stop me going out skiing again.
You can't be cautious on this. The only way to not only to win it, but just to ski it in terms of being safe, actually, is to really attack it. Wow.
I went high.
If we get through this one without anybody being injured, I'll be very, very surprised.
So, before we get to the competition, I have some contestant news. Now, earlier today, we lost one of our finalists. He didn't think anything could stop him, and quite frankly, neither did we. But let's take a look at what happened.
The ski cross was always going to be Sir Steve Redgrave's nemesis event.
Coming back onto the course, I had the fall playing on my mind a little bit. Gone out for assessment this morning, came down the course with Warren, but mentally I bottled the last jump. And I landed onto my rib. Too much pain. Can't do it, can't breathe. So I've pulled myself from the competition. Absolutely gutted. I love my skiing, I love the show. I want to give my all. Unfortunately, I gave a little bit too much 3 days ago. That's it. It's not the fact of not winning it, it's the fact of not completing it. Gutted.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Because those 4 days ago, you know, I asked you after you'd had that fall, were you okay? Was it the wanting to complete that, needing to finish the job, that made you come back?
In some ways, that the fall was pretty heavy. Obviously, I'm a big chap, landing headfirst onto the snow, rolling over. That hurt my ribs and broke a bone in my hand. Hands never worried me. It's not been a problem right the way through.
But the ribs really were when they after that jump.
The ribs on Friday were tough. And I thought if I could get through Friday, Saturday I'd take a complete day off and hopefully recover. And yesterday I was in fine form, hurting a little bit, but nowhere near.
So that fall, even though it wasn't very far, Steve.
It wasn't very far. It was about a foot of distance that I felt. And what I think I did, is that to protect my ribs, I put my hands up to my ribs, which meant I fell onto my hands that pushed them into my ribs.
Right.
And I was even more winded of jumping a foot than I was jumping 6 feet. And
Oh, we're so sorry, Steve, honestly.
Steve, I just feel so bad for giving you one of those crappy Brooker prizes last night. You deserve so much better.
yeah, but what people at home don't know is that once you gave it to us, you took it off us again. You didn't even get to keep it on eBay. The bell that didn't ring.
And you can get those on eBay.
So, a man who walked away from 5 Olympic Games with an assortment of broken records walks away from the jump with an assortment of broken bones and bruises. Sorry about that. But I think you'll all agree that Sir Steve Redgrave has been a real hero.
Really excited to meet Sir Steve Redgrave because on paper he is a real contender.
You can never take the competitive side out of athletes, so this will bring back some of the memories of what I used to do. There's no way I'm going to fit in that. You've got to be joking. People will get injured, we will get bruised, but I think we'll enjoy the experience. What's the choice? You either go back, or you've got to do it.
The most competitive guy I have ever met.
If I'm going to go out, let's go out with a bit of glory, a bit of pride.
Out of the competition, that means Marcus Donal and Joe will battle it out to become champion of the jump, and they'll be doing that right after the break, so don't go anywhere. In Austria. Now tonight, Joe, Marcus and Donal race head-to-head in the ski cross, all hoping to become our champion. So here's Graham Bell making it look easier and prettier than it actually is.
Getting a good start when you're racing head-to-head in ski cross is vital. Joe is a great technical skier, but unless he can get this bit right, he could find himself shut out by the big boys.
Yeah, after the start. Onto these first rollers, really important to the pump. This is where Marcus will use his snowboarding skills to generate speed on the course. Around these berms, another big roller. Now you're approaching the section where it gets very tight. Donal could come through that like a bat out of hell. Onto the feature where Steve had his crash. It's now 4 big rollers. The last curve to overtake, neck and neck as they go off the finish jump, cutting it in across the line.
Amazing, isn't he? Anyway, so Joe, Marcus and Donal head-to-head on that course with the slowest of the 3 facing the jump. Commentary is brought to you by Barry Davis. It's race time.
Welcome to the final event of the Jump 2014. And some would argue we've saved the best for last. Our competitors have skied, skated and sledded their way to the final, but now the form book goes out of the window as they take on ski cross, the most action-packed and unpredictable event of them all. So, 3 contenders in race 1. Reading left to right, Marcus Brigstock. Not the comedian this morning, he seems rather tense. In the middle, Donal McIntyre, clearly buoyed by his brilliant performance last night. And on the right, young Joe McElderry.
Come on, Donal, come on, Marcus, let's do it! Be safe, be safe!
A lot of tension there, no doubt about that. All 3 of them. And Joe is out the quickest, and Marcus manages just to get into second place. On board with Donal there, right on his tail. And really, Joe is going away from the other 2. Beautiful jump. That's a little bit more demanding than the couple at the start. Now into the tight bends. Joe going supremely well. Looks as though he's been doing this all his life. Good battle though for second place, and remember, he who finishes last will go to the jump. A little wobble by Joe there. Nice recovery. Oh, beautifully over the jump. And the other 2 come to the jump. Oh, no! Marcus comes tumbling down and is clearly in pain. Oh, how unfortunate for Marcus. Graham Bell leading the rush to help him. The medics on their way, and all hoping that it's not serious.
Stay still, stay still, stay still. Let your knee.
They were side by side coming over the jump. But then at the landing, Marcus loses control of his left ski.
Oh, that looks so
painful. They did really well to edit round the other swear words in there.
But tell me, what happened?
Well,
what was that?
I hurt my leg the other day in training on Saturday, and it wasn't solid, so this morning I didn't go off the jump until the race.
And when you're talking about leg, was it specifically your knee?
Yeah, my knee, in my left knee. Something was wrong with it. I overextended it, and then I talked a lot about it this morning. Exactly what I needed to do was get the hands forward and hold my legs up so that I'd land using my muscles, and I just couldn't keep my left leg up in the air, because going over the rollers, every one of them really hurt. It was like a stab in the knee. So I went over the jump with Donal, by the way. How good did we look?
So good.
Magnificent. And then the moment my leg went down on the snow, it was the injury caused the fall, not the other way around. It was straight away that.
So painful.
Yeah, that was
so
the first
painful.
swear. It stung a bit. I've been to the hospital. Do you know it's mostly full of foreigners just making use of the free Austrian health service? Outrageous. Well, apparently it's happening all over Europe.
The thing with you, Marcus, is you're so light-hearted around the place, but when it comes down to the races, you're really competitive, aren't you?
Yeah, I've really surprised myself. I've got in touch with quite a snarly person. personal. I'm not entirely sure I like or trust.
Oh, no, we like him.
Snarly me.
I like him.
Yeah, I want to see you grunting after Joe on the speed scale.
No, honestly, I was ashamed when I saw that.
What did he say at the beginning of that? I can't. What did he say at the beginning of
safe.
Be safe or something. Be safe, everyone. Stay behind me.
I'm falling all the time, that's why.
So, Marcus, we are so sad to see you go. You've been an amazing competitor, and it's so late on in the game, but you have been spectacular. Let's have a look at your highlights.
I've wanted to do this since I was a kid. I can't wait. My way of getting through all of these things that scare me is by being silly. This is where I'm going to do my first wee. What a buzz! Just hold me for a while. A lot of fear today, people, a lot of fear. If I win all three of these, I'm buying myself some celebratory lederhosen.
Marcus has won.
Look at these little leggies here.
Better bring your A game.
Like I have another game. Ski is for wankers, really. Time of my life, Davina. I would do this again, not tomorrow, mate. I would do this again, and you know, I really have. My aim when I came here was do everything, and so I was desperate to get to the final, and I'm really chuffed that I entered that race, and it didn't work out. But time of my life, dead proud of everything.
Time of all our lives, we've just.
Yeah, I came on the jump, never jumped, not once.
Result, isn't it?
Not once.
Marcus, everyone! So Marcus leaves us. But now, we've got some good news. Both Joe and Donald have made it here in one piece. Only just in Donald's case. I don't know if you can see his face, but just look at that face for a moment because it's pretty battered and bruised. But anyway, with Marcus out of the competition, this is what happens now. One of them will be winner of our ski cross final. He'll then gain a big advantage as he gets to choose who goes first and second when they both jump for victory later on in the show. Now, they've seen off Olympic heroes, cricketing legends and Sanita. And now we're sending them to the slopes one more time. It's possible we're pushing our luck at this stage.
Welcome back to Kutai, where it's been an eventful morning here. So we're down to the last two on this ski cross course.
Let's do it, Donald. Come on. Let's go.
Two good pals, but they know that this course has caused a few problems. It's the reason that Steve has left the competition, and of course the cause of Marcus's injury too.
Be safe. Let's do this for Marcus and Steve. Come on, buddies.
They want to win, but they know the dangers. They're out of the gates, and a big push by Joe, who's already in front. Oh, he's a boy racer. He's nervous before, but he's a boy racer as soon as he gets out there, and he's got a substantial lead. All Donald can do now is chase him as they whiz around the course. And the way he goes, this is a very tight turn. Oh, no! And we've got another problem. He lost the ski, and he just kept going. Donald looks very concerned here, and he's stopping. I don't know how seriously he's hurt.
Medic! I'm all right. Just go.
No.
Go, Donald, fine.
No. Medic!
I'm okay.
Medic!
Just go.
Joe is urging Donald to finish the race. I've never seen anything quite like this. Donald is the last man standing, and now urged on by Joe, he skis down to finish the course. Completes the distance at a steady pace, goes over the jump that was so costly to Marcus. Crosses the line as the winner of the ski cross, while Joe is still up the mountain. He was certainly going very fast. That turn was tight enough. As he comes out, he loses the ski, so he's got absolutely no control whatsoever. Look at it. He's just almost head over heels. So let's hope he's okay.
I'm okay, I'm not injured. I'm just winded.
He just went far too fast. There was no need. He doesn't have to go fast to beat me. He's got me by about 5 or 6 seconds in that course. But he's such a competitor, he just couldn't help him. There's no success here, it's just survival. Ski cross has just been carnage. It's been a war zone.
Well, carnage it was. What happened? You came over the bump with one ski on.
Yeah, well, I was going round and I thought, I'm having fun here. I go really fast. Then all of a sudden, I just felt my boot, like, eject out of the ski. And for a second, I thought, maybe I can make it round on one ski. No.
No. And then what happened? happened? Because you flipped over and then you just lay there for a bit, which was really frightening.
Yeah, I bounced off them red things, whatever they are, and slid down. I was really winded, and then Donald came along, and I knew that if he took his skis off and stopped the race, then he wouldn't get a fair chance. So I was like, leave us, I'm fine.
No,
it felt like we're on a battlefield.
At this stage, we've lost so many competitors with, you know, concussion injuries, hospital visits.
Well, we were really touched when you stopped, and we were really touched when you said carry on. It was all very lovely. But Donald did carry on, did you see that? And that makes him the winner. So when you did, and that means you get to choose which jump you do. Do you want to go first or second?
I've chosen to go first.
OK, so Donald, you are going first. Which jump are you going to attempt?
I'm going to go with the middle jump. That's the K24.
The K24 for you. So which jump are you going to be taking on, Joe?
I'm going to take the middle one.
The K24 as well. All right, you guys, good luck.
Thank you.
Go and get ready. Thank you. Coming up, Joe and Donald will both jump twice. Whoever records the biggest jump tonight will be crowned champion of the Jump 2014. Don't go anywhere, because this is what happened to Donald when he attempted the K40 in rehearsal. To the final of the jump. We're live in Austria, where either Joe or Donald will be crowned champion. They're going to both jump twice. Whoever jumps the furthest tonight is our winner. And first, it's our journalist, who could be big news tonight.
Who wouldn't want to hurl themselves down a bobsleigh, a skeleton, go flying down a mountain at 100 kilometres an hour? But the idea that I was going to go off a ski jump, any ski jump, just preposterous. Sound of the skis on the metal, that's the scary thing. It's really terrifying. They're sitting still and my heart rate is bouncing. It's like Mike Tyson put a punch out of my chest. I can't believe how far I've progressed. At the moment I hold the record for the longest jump in the show. I've no idea where that big jump came from. It came at the right time. It just arrived. You know, in the final, only a big one will do it, so I'm going to have to go for it. Go for broke. It's boom or bust.
K24, the medium jump. He's ready at the top. Barry Davis and Eddie Edwards are in the commentary box.
So, in terms of age, the more experienced man will go first. And you could argue, too, that he's the more experienced on the hill. 11, then 13.5, then 15.5, and then, as you saw, 17.5. Slightly worrying expression, boom or bust, after the day that we've had here. The bridge of the nose tells the tale of the problem earlier. Got his support, the Irishman. What sort of standard is he going to set?
Not a bad first attempt by Donald. He set himself quite well on the takeoff. Not bad at the takeoff. He could put a hell of a lot more effort in there, but I think he's being a little bit cautious for his first jump. But on the way, he was nice and steady. Good flight through the air. Good solid landing. So it's a good start.
Not quite the oomph of the other night, but maybe he's waiting, biding his time.
We saw you have a bit of a crash and a tumble tonight. Yeah. Has that affected your jumping, do you think?
No, I mean, the thing about it is it's called the jump, it's not quite called the landing. So I'm sorting out the landing as we speak. But
you did leave half of your lips on the ice.
I haven't looked at the mirror yet, and so I'm worried about that afterwards. But no, listen, we've been trained great. The part of it is actually falling, and I'm rather good at falling. And frankly, I've had a lot of practice.
But you're OK?
I'm fine, thanks, yeah.
All right, well, let's see how you did. The results are in. 12 metres. You're going to be disappointed with that because your last jump was 17.5.
Yeah, I think I'm probably rattled a bit of confidence, but hopefully the next jump will be better.
Well, Donald, I think you're very brave to even do it again after the fall that you had tonight. But which jump will you be taking on for your second jump?
I'll be taking the middle jump again.
The K24. All right, good luck. You can go and get ready. Donald, everyone. Next, it is a singer who hopes to hit the right notes tonight.
When I signed up for the jump, I kind of thought it was going to be a lot easier than it is. Kind of didn't expect it to be that high, and I've just seen somebody fall over, which wasn't nice. When I sat on the bar, just about to stand off and do the first one, it was one of them moments where you think, I won't be able to have the balls to do it.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, he absolutely liked that. Well done, Joe.
Little did I know I was going to have to jump to actually get into the competition.
So either Joe or Donald will be joining us on the jump.
I'm absolutely over the moon to have won the jump off to be in the show. I'm actually the only person to have gone off the biggest ski jump out of all three. You sure I'll be all right?
I'm absolutely positive.
I really had to talk to myself and be like, get a grip. It was probably one of the most scariest things I've ever done.
The K40. Anyway, right now Joe is jumping the K24, the medium jump. He's ready at the top.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Joe McElderry has brought his boyish enthusiasm to this event, and the event has gained much from his presence. Former winner of ITV's X Factor. Hasn't been set much of a target, to tell the truth, by Donald, but Donald has another jump to come. Another one that was a little bit safety first.
I think Joe was holding it back. He is a far, far better skier, but he set his in-run very, very nicely. Lovely, smooth takeoff. Not much power, but he's done enough, I think, and a very smooth through the air and a very smooth landing. I think that's a very good start.
Certainly in total control.
Oh, you just said... I'm shocked. Why?
Just the nerves are just shot. I think today, you know, like we had a busy day doing the ski cross, and it's just full on. You know, the training's really full on. So it's just about staying in that focused mind and not letting the kind of aches and bruises, you know, defeat you. So it's yeah, but it's been amazing, and it's James the trainer is so incredible at getting you into that, you know, into that mindset. So hopefully that was good enough.
What we're looking to beat here is 12 metres. That's what Donald jumped. So let's see how you've done. The results are in. 15! You happy with that?
Yeah, really happy with that, and it was a safe, steady landing, so I'm glad. I'm happy about that one.
OK, so you got that in the bag. Yes. Donald needs to beat that if he wants to stay in the game. Which jump have you chosen for your next jump?
I'm going off the big one. The kid might regret that, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
Our first competitor of the whole series, you're doing the K40.
I want to try it, yeah. I want to try it.
OK, so you go get ready. Good luck.
Thank you.
Do you want to go over that way? So coming up, Joe and Donald facing that one final time. One of them will be crowned champion of the Jump 2014. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Jump. We're live in Austria. Now tonight, either Joe or Donald will be crowned champion of the Jump and become our very own ski jumping legend. And speaking of which... Superman, but in even sexier lycra.
I've come all the way from Exeter to see Eddie the Eagle. Absolute living legend.
I'm way excited. You can keep taking back and we got Eddie the Eagle. I want to say that he's the greatest man I ever know.
You saw him in the bathroom earlier and almost touched him.
I almost touched him.
It was my dream to get to an Olympic Games, and I made my dream come true. I was 22 when I started ski jumping, which is usually at an age when most jumpers are giving up. I looked at the ski jumps and thought, we've had lots of alpine skiers, cross-country skiers, biathlon skiers, but we've never had a jumper. And I thought, I've got to do something about that. I didn't have any funding for my ski jumping. I just did it through working with my dad as a builder and plasterer, saving up as much money as I could. Equipment was very difficult. The first helmet I had, it didn't have a buckle. I used to tie it on with a piece of string. Ski jumping was everything to me. Oh, brings back loads of memories. You're putting your skis on here, getting ready. You're told to get onto the jump, checking the binding. So I'll be checking that, keep checking, making sure my gloves are on. And then the last thing, goggles down, and then I'd go. And the crowd went wild. For me, getting to those Olympic Games was my gold medal. And it's still amazing to me now that 26 years later, people still remember the name and still recognise the face. It was unbelievable. It was an amazing experience. After being away from ski jumping for such a long time, it's great to be back, watching the celebrities jump.
That was spectacular. What a jump.
All the emotions have come flooding back, the adrenaline, the scariness, but also the excitement. Will the eagle fly again? Well, never say never.
I can really say that Alex and I have fallen in love with you a little bit during this series.
I want like a calendar or something, which
yes,
does sound, which sounds a lot weirder now I've said it. But honestly, you're amazing, and there's so many amazing things in that VT. But the one thing I noticed is you used to put the goggles on over your glasses.
Yes.
So didn't it steam up?
They did. Yes. Oh. Half the jumps I did where I was blind. When I
Are you kidding me?
No,
you couldn't see where you were landing?
No, couldn't see. Normally the air would flow through my goggles and it would clear my glasses, but probably 3 or 4 out of every 10 they didn't. And I was taking off and I couldn't see which way up I was, where the snow was, where I was going to land.
You know, you've been such an inspiration for so many people, and your story, you worked so hard to get someone. Your gold medal was being at the Olympics. Yes. What would you like your lasting legacy to be?
That I got out there and did my best for my country and for my sport.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is time for our 2 finalists to face the jump one last time. Joe, he's chosen the K40, the biggest jump, and he is ready at the top.
And by sheer coincidence, he has started his ski jumping at the age of 22. Debut in the jump. He's had 1 jump from this height. In training, he did 17.5. He's the leader with 15 from the middle hill. Now he's from the big hill here. Darren Goff's expression summed it up. What a jump. Excellent. Lift off the top, in control. And I suspect that won't be a million miles away from his best performance, his one previous performance on this hill.
What is that like?
Halfway down, I was thinking, what are you doing? Like, why did you agree to do this?
And you had plenty of time to think, because it goes on forever.
It's so long, and it's like every second is like slow motion. But as soon as I came off the end, I thought, all right, I'm in the right position. And then I was praying the skis were going to stay in a straight line to land. Otherwise, there would have been a little bit of a live disaster, I think.
Well, you did. You did it great. You landed perfectly. And the results are in. Your previous jump was 15 metres. You're currently in the lead. 17.5!
Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that. And I'm just glad I'm down on firm, solid ground.
You're down on firm, solid ground. There is no more you can do.
I know. That's a little bit worrying, because I know that score is possible on the middle as well. So
it is.
I'm not safe yet, so we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Donal has chosen the K24, the medium jump. He's ready at the top.
And that, of course, is precisely the distance that he managed to get the other evening. Donal McIntyre It's really a question of what's left in the tank. Has he got the nerve to really give it a go to beat the younger man? He too getting lots of support. Away he goes, looking for the lift. Well, I'm sure it will be better than his first jump, but I'll leave you to find out with Davina in a moment precisely what distance he made and who the winner is. Landed well.
Oh, I can't get it off. I can't get it. I'm sorry, Donald. He's locked inside his helmet. I can't take it off. Oh, will you help him with his? I can't get it off. So, these guys have been so unbelievably brave. They have taken on the world's most difficult and dangerous winter sports. They've skied, they've skated, and most importantly, they have jumped their way to the final and made good friendships along the way. And now it all comes down to this. Either Joe or Donal will be our first ever jump champion. Now, earlier, Joe jumped 17.5 metres, and that is the distance that Donal needs to beat. The results are in. 13.5 metres. Yeah, a good jump, but Joe becomes the champion of the series! Well done, mate.
I just have to say, I have had an absolute blast with Donal. We've had so much fun this week, and he, out of everybody, has the best sportsmanship. I know, haven't we? We had such a laugh.
Great, and I have to say, and Joe, from day one, was always the crown elect, and we're all so proud of him. And he's a gentleman all the way throughout, and he's been supportive of every jumper, every fall. Well done, buddy.
And it's lovely that you guys genuinely, and lots of you have made really good, firm friendships, haven't you, through this? In adversity.
Through sheer fear.
Yes, sheer fear.
It brought it together.
Joe is the champion of a series which has brought our celebs lots of highs, a few lows, and the occasional humiliating faceplant.
Welcome to the jump.
This has got to be the craziest thing I've ever done.
I feel slightly sick.
So nerve-wracking.
This is crazy.
Terrifying.
I'm a little out of my element.
Don't want to do it.
Is it too late to back out now?
We are live in Austria! Welcome to the jump. The Eagle has landed.
We're not expert skiers. How do you stop?
I'm going to smash it.
Wasn't there? Did you see it?
How the hell is this going to happen?
Oh, that was really full on.
This is exciting.
I'm doing something terrifying in order to avoid being made to do something terrifying.
Oh, very fast.
So that I'll be allowed to do something terrifying.
That was totally insane.
That's not pleasant at all.
I just can't do it.
Oh dear, that's good.
Richie and Nikki were the slowest in the men's giant slalom. They will now face the jump to stay in the competition. Congratulations to Richie! Well done, Richie!
She's not going to do it.
So, Nita, you are still in the competition!
I just don't want to do this.
Oh, a disastrous start.
Our third celebrity to lead the competition.
I'm just glad to be going on with one piece. Is it the scariest thing you've ever done?
Every time we sort of hit the walls, my head was just sort of being thrown side to side, forwards, backwards, all over the place.
Steve's down badly. Steve's down badly.
For everybody seeing him lying there and not moving, it was pretty great. It scared everybody a lot.
I have broken a bone on the back of my hand, but I'm planning to jump tomorrow night.
This is the end of the jump for me.
So, with Henry out of the competition, we have one place to fill. Joe McCowdrey.
I question what I've let myself in for every day. That was fast.
Down on the ice. It's all over.
Nora is the sixth celebrity to be defeated by the jump.
And they're off. Oh, he's getting through on the inside, Marcus.
I'm so frustrated. I just really went for it.
I like speed and I like racing.
Oh, no!
It's a minute of your life going 100 kilometres an hour down the mountain. Hopefully it's not your last minute.
If you've come with any baggage, you can get rid of it up there. And we say goodbye to Anthea and Richie tonight.
There's going to be carnage out there. This is a fight.
Oh, no!
This is it. This is the biggest event.
Oh, no!
People will get injured, we will get bruised, we will get battered. But I think we'll enjoy the experience as well.
Your 2014 champion at the top, Joe McKenzie! Now does it feel real?
I've calmed down from the jump now. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's just, everything's just happened so fast and it's been absolutely incredible. And I just want to say thank you to all the crew, the trainers, the physios, the medics, everything, because without them, none of us would be here tonight. So thank you.
And I second that. Well done to everybody, all of you, for helping out. Thank you so, so much. That is it from us. God. Oh, yes, the trophy. What are you talking about? I didn't give me the trophy.
Thank you.
Well done, Joe. That one rings. It rings. Now that's it from us. And thank you so much, Eddie Edwards, Barry Davis, Graham Bell, the gorgeous Alex Brooker, and to all our fearless, amazing contestants. They've been awesome. Good night from Austria.